Hello everyone, I am Dr. Guembour Abderraouf and I would like to thank the scientific committee for accepting our work and also the steering committee for giving us the opportunity to participate in this international seminar by a pre-registered presentation due to professional commitments. So, my communication is titled as e-learning 2.0 benefits and challenges, and through it I'm willing to identify the role of e-learning and its benefits and the challenges in the learning process. So, what is e-learning? E-learning is the use of electronic devices and internet technologies to deliver a variety of solutions to enable learning and improve performance. Why e-learning 2.0? Openness. Learning environments should not create a closed, isolated system. They should be open to and interoperable with other systems and solutions. Participation. Teachers and students should cooperate in the development of the environment. Students should have the option to integrate external tools used by them. Teachers and students should work on the same platform with the same tools. Also, students should get the opportunity to create and share new lessons. Motivation. Learning environments should support participative activity in a user-friendly manner. Furthermore, learning environments should support developing communities and should provide options for participants to get to know each other. Feedback. Learners should have the option to express their opinions about the content offered. What is the difference between traditional learning and e-learning? Number one, culture. In the traditional learning, it depends on traditional culture and focuses on the production of knowledge, and the teacher is the basis of the learning process. In e-learning, presenting a new kind of culture, which is a digital culture that focuses on the processing of knowledge and helps the student to be the focus of the educational process and not the teacher. Number two, costs. Traditional education does not require the same cost of e-learning from infrastructure, training teachers and students to acquire technical competencies. In e-learning, it requires high costs, especially in the beginning of its application, to equip the infrastructure of computers and the production of softwares. Training teachers and students on how to deal with this technology and the design of scientific material electronically, and also need to help to provide an interactive environment between teachers and assistants on the one hand and the learners on the other hand, and also between the learners among them. Number 3, scientific and educational content. In traditional learning, the student's educational content is presented in the form of a book with written texts. Although some images are not available and technical accuracy also is not available. In e-learning, the scientific content is more exciting and more motivating for students to learn. It is provided in the form of textual texts, stationery, and animated images, video clips, drawings, sketches, and simulations, and it is in the form of an electronic course or visual ebook. Number 4, communication. In traditional learning, communication with the teacher determines the time of the lesson and does not take some of the students the opportunity to ask questions to the teacher because the time of the quota is not enough for all. In e-learning, the freedom to communicate with the teacher at any time and ask the questions he wants to be questioned about it. It is done by different means, such as email, chat rooms, and other means. What are the benefits of e-learning? Among the most important benefits of e-learning we can find flexibility. Flexibility is a major benefit of e-learning. E-learning has the advantage of taking class anytime, anywhere. Education is available when and where it is needed. E-learning can be done at the office, at home, on the road, 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. E-learning has also measurable assessments which can be created so that both the instructors and students will know what the students have learned, when they have completed courses, and how they have performed. Convenient for students. E-learning resources are self-contained and accessible at any time by the student. They do not necessitate the learner's presence in a classroom. Students can also use the system to download and save learning materials for later use. Worldwide Learning Society. E-learning technologies contribute to the creation of a global learning society by allowing everyone, regardless of location, to access study resources. Learners may now contribute to study materials using the mechanisms that are now accessible, which helps to keep the content up to date. What are the challenges of e-learning? Among the most important challenges that faces e-learning, we can find access to a computer as well as to the internet. One downside of e-learning is that students must have both computer and internet connectivity. They must also be computer literate, having knowledge of word processing, web browsers, and email. It is impossible for a student to excel in e-learning without these abilities and tools. E-learners must be quite familiar with computers. Accessing course materials may be challenging due to slow internet connections or aging machines. They may cause the students to become discouraged and give up. cheating. Because e-learning assessments may involve the use of proxies, it will be difficult, if not impossible, to manage or regulate improper behavior, like as cheating. Isolation from the instructor. Another drawback of e-learning is that students may feel cut off from the instructor because instructions are not always accessible to aid the learner. Students must develop the discipline to work independently without the assistance of the teacher. E-learners must also possess strong writing and communication abilities. It is possible to misread what was meant when teachers and other learners do not meet face to face.